Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have so much random stuff going on over here when it comes to, well, Xbox, when it comes to Xbox drama, when it comes to Congress drama, when it comes to Congress drama involving Xbox, when it comes to the FTC, when it comes to everything in between, and basically if you guys are those big old drama fiends, this one is a good one for you guys. Now, I'm going to go and say that overall, this will be maybe like the title itself might be a little bit on the negative side for Xbox. I will go and focus on that because there actually is a little bit of employee drama too as well, with potential layoffs going on with Xbox and Microsoft, which is never good. Like, in all honesty, we never like seeing layoffs in general, but in regards to that, that's bad. But in regards to like the overall gaming news, we actually have some kind of crazy stuff in regards to the FTC, in regards to the Activision acquisition, a little bit of updates in that one, just kind of a lot of just stuff all floating around throughout this video. So if you guys will stay tuned, relax, and enjoy, as well, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have the Twitter and Twitch room down below. If you guys want to follow the Samsung How link down below as well, definitely go check that on out too as well for the $50 off reservation 2 code, and of course, leave your thoughts and comments down below. So hi. Crazy past 24 hours, in case you guys want a little smidgen of my life. We apparently had like 4 different tornadoes here in Illinois. There were tornadoes literally everywhere. Like, absolutely crazy. There was one literally like right outside the block in my house. I talked about that in my video before. So if any of you guys are in the Chicagoland area, I'm happy. Hopefully you guys will all be safe. There was a lot worse. I saw a lot of stuff popping up on TikTok, so I was happy I get to keep on making videos with you guys and, well, existing. So thank God for that. But first and foremost, we actually had some, number one, let's start with the drama first and foremost. Let's go with like I guess the court drama afterwards. So basically right now, a lot of folks are actually kind of facing Xbox criticism and the fact that they just dropped a $69 billion acquisition, as I'm sure you guys have known about that too as well. And then a lot of folks out here are actually calling out when it comes to Microsoft and Xbox and their companies about how, number one, some of these folks have actually been laid off. And if you guys remember too, there was a big, massive Microsoft layoff of around 10,000 people, which did go and confirm on Halo people and a few other Xbox members that a lot of folks earlier on this year were laid off. We also did have another continuation of now rumors that Xbox and Microsoft might be going through another round of layoffs too as well, as we're kind of seeing over here from LinkedIn, which in all honesty though, like sometimes it is just the overall employment and market strat. It happens. I can't really judge Xbox. They know their financials better than I would know. There's also been a really big hyperinflation of people being hired and also being hired and like a higher cost too as well. So I don't want to judge people too hard on that, but when it does come to all of this, that does mean that there's still going to be critique. Like we saw folks over here saying, I wish Microsoft has used that $69 billion to keep me and my other fellow workers basically employed, which this tweet over here from Shayna got a lot of attention all throughout this past few days, going very viral, which a lot of other folks and other coworkers and also other people in tech have also chimed out in stating, yeah, they dropped a $70 billion acquisition like nothing, but there's also issues with raises, there's also issues with benefits, also issues for like, bonuses or stock options or whatever it might go and be. Now, once again, this is a business and I don't want to go and like harp on internal business matters too much, but that is kind of a weird take to go drop $70 billion and then also at the same time kind of have an issue with employees. But at the same time as well, if you guys look at things like how Elon Musk kind of basically cleared out the entire company and basically try to go make sure their longevity or their companies too can last for a long time, I mean, it kind of makes sense in my mind. So I'd love to hear your thoughts and comments on that stuff down below. But there's been a lot of folks out here. Like some folks, people were like, this guy was over here, previously from Bethesda, from Sadie Boyd. And you go and see this, and it's just sketchy. Like, I mean, like, I feel bad for the folks out there. And there's been a lot of folks out there in general are, well, just doing a rough. But some of the folks, too, also are part of other subsidiaries that are just not necessarily performing well. As you guys know, a lot of internal Xbox has not done so well. Think like Halo Infinite. No hate on Xbox, just hasn't done as well in terms of profitability wise. So obviously it's kind of like a 50-50. I kind of feel like a lot of these employees have to make sure their products are good. That does kind of light up a little bit more on the CEOs and also like the managers, etc. But so at the same time, it's kind of a whatever. Don't want to harp on Xbox too much. But some other things that are kind of being hopped on right now is when it comes to a few various things. Number one is on some good news is we've actually been seeing the Xbox Series X finally going on sale. We saw the PlayStation recently go on sale throughout the entire planet, and seeing all this type of stuff, at least in my mind, is, well, a good vibe, where we're actually now seeing the $450 Microsoft next-gen console over here at Dell. Like, Dell's actually been popping off very well and doing pretty good, so it's kind of fun to see Xbox finally going and matching up the PlayStation side, which is funny because only a few months ago they wanted to raise prices everywhere because they were worried about, well, everything, but now we actually see them go a little bit on the lower price. Now, we also saw some pretty big heat, too, as well when it comes to the FTC. Now, we had some folks going and critiquing Xbox. Now, we're actually on the reverse, where Xbox folks are critiquing the literal government. So, as you guys probably know, the FTC was actually involved and when it comes to like the big deal in the block, when it comes to the Microsoft Activision. Right now, it does seem like the Activision acquisition is set to go through. There still could be a blockage. There still could be like unwinds. It's like pretty much there. It's not fully there though. But basically, the FTC actually is getting blasted by Congress and gamers for just doing its job, which I can kind of understand on both sides. Like, this has been a very fence-sitting past few weeks because I can get it, both sides. But it was basically Xbox fans, the Republicans attacked their regulators for trying to stop the Microsoft Activision merger. Some people are more the fan of the free market, where if they can go and afford it and it makes sense in the business sense, they should go allow the acquisition to go through. While some folks are more on the monopoly antitrust issues and trying to focus more on the consumers. And at the end of the day, I think my take is I don't think it should matter that much if it's in court for a little while for them to actually properly discuss the merits and the issues to see if the Activision acquisition should go through. I'm one of those people, I don't mind waiting. Like, it doesn't really affect us as consumers at all. Like Call of Duty, if the rumored, which we actually heard a lot more rumors as of today for the new Call of Duty game. If those are all like legit and good coming out this year, it doesn't really affect consumers. Like, you'll still be able to go buy it on Steam or on Xbox or PlayStation as of now. So I really don't mind if the company takes a little while longer to go and kind of figure it out. Like, I don't mind the FTC and these government bodies actually discussing to see if this will be a monopoly and the long-term effects of gaming, because a $70 billion acquisition deal will change gaming. Like, it may not change it bigly, but it's something that all the big companies will be looking at, especially also if we see more acquisitions going on from, say, PlayStation or Xbox over time. So either way, I'm one of those people, I don't mind if it takes a little longer to go and sit there. But a lot of folks are just, well, kind of blasting on stuff, whether they're Sony fans or also just against the government, whatever it might be. So on the chair, Alina Khan, the Federal Trade Commission of the FTC, has taken a lot of heat for trying to be aggressive in its approach for regulating tech companies and preventing monopolies. Now, the FTC is facing criticism from both Republicans and Congress and very online Xbox fans for appealing a recent court decision that gave Microsoft the green light to finish this acquisition. So in case you guys are curious, we might make a proper video on this one as well. We basically did have the FTC once again appeal their actual final decision. So they realized themselves that the appeal will be ongoing even longer. And Xbox and them have kind of been going back and forth because this court case is not over. After losing the preliminary injunction to block the $69 billion merger was under review, the FTC filed an appeal on July 12th with the Ninth Circuit. It since also requested a stay from the Northern District Court of California to prevent the deal from closing until the appeal is ruled on, as the acquisition's July 18th deadline looms. Your tax dollars at work, tweeted Blizzard President Mike Ybarra, who is previously a longtime corporate VP at Microsoft, basically saying, hey, like, you guys are paying for this money. You guys are paying the lawyers, you guys are paying the salaries of people who have to go through the documents, the judges, and of course, everything else in between. So it's basically saying, hey, like, this should be already a done deal. This should already be like smooth sailing. Like, a lot of people have already approved on this, and we want to kind of start the merge of the Xbox and Activision side. Which I mean, at this point, there is like a certain, like, a line of no return, and it does kind of seem like they're on the line of no return. So we also had some other folks, too, as well, kind of critiquing on everyone else, saying Republicans in Congress took a similar stance. Testifying during an oversight hearing, Khan was hammered by the GOP representatives for pursuing too many antitrust cases and losing too many of them. So basically, they're saying, like, you're taking a huge L and you're losing every case. You're going to be losing quite a bit. And I don't say that to be disrespectful, but these are, after all, taxpayer funds. Republican Kevin Kiley said during the hearing via IGN. He continued saying the court has not only rejected your assertion of a likely anti-competitive effect, but found just the opposite. The record evidence points to more consumer access, so why should Americans have faith in your judgment when the Biden-appointed judge says you're too far off the mark? Republican Darrell Issa, meanwhile, called Khan a bully for trying to prevent Microsoft from getting an advantage over its Japanese competitor, Sony. Don't forget, too, Microsoft is an American-based type company, so in theory, you'd want the American government supporting American companies as well and kind of pushing more for Microsoft. Didn't take long for some of the loudest voices in the Xbox community to pile on. Lena Khan is getting fried, roasted, cooked, and buttered, wrote influencer Uni Sensi, retweeting hearing footage like it was an E3 press conference. Ouch. Maybe keep consumers and competitive markets a priority and not a political lie, and you won't get cooked. Khan tweeted YouTuber as well. So basically, we're seeing all these people kind of call him out, saying like, hey, yo, you don't even have a valid license, and you're somehow the FTC chair. You literally lose all of your cases by people saying you have like no legal like call-outs, you don't have any rights, you don't know what's going on. And at the end of the day, it kind of seems like it's kind of just drama. Like, we have like people anti-Xbox for getting fired. We have people anti-FTC for even wasting Xbox's time. Like, it's basically just like boom, 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 literally everywhere, all while the Xbox is actually up on sale right now. And of course, you guys do care about any Samsung deals as well. We also have our Samsung promotion to keep on mentioning down below if you guys want to do the no-risk sign-up. But at the same time, too, there's also 25 gift cards to Galaxy owners in case you guys do want to get that. So pretty big Xbox news. Give me your thoughts and comments down below. Make sure you guys are subscribed, notifications on Twitter, Twitch, Stream, Amazon, and the nice little how links as well. And I appreciate y'all so much for watching here in the first place.